Now, live from the Quad Cities, this is CBS4 News This Morning at 6.
BICS weekend has begun. We have everything you need to know for a fun and safe weekend. And the annual BICS 7 is about more than just the run for local businesses. Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Scarlett. It's time to head to the starting line. The 40th annual BICS 7 is taking over the streets of Davenport this weekend. Ashley Richmond joins us live with everything you need to know about the big event. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Emily. Well, we're still a day away from the BICS and a few hours away from the start of the junior BICS, but already parts of 2nd Street here in Davenport are closed for setup for the race and preparations to get this weekend-long Street Fest underway. Now, the race is a longtime favorite in the Quad Cities and beyond, drawing in huge crowds with runners and spectators from all over the country. Race coordinators say they're expecting nearly 18,000 runners this year, with thousands more on the sidelines, cheering them on and enjoying the street festival, which starts today at 10 and runs through the weekend. And even the kids are joining in on the action with the junior BICS tonight at 6. Then all eyes will be on the big race tomorrow morning at 8. If you're heading out to Davenport this weekend, keep in mind that parts of 2nd Street, Harrison, and Main will be closed. So if you're just trying to get around town, try avoiding these areas. And if you're heading to the race itself, make sure to arrive early to get the best spot.
The majority of people go down to Centennial Park by the modern Woodman Baseball Park. There's a lot of parking down there. Of course, the parking ramps that you mentioned. You just have to come early and find a place. So, but if you come here at 5 to 8, say good.
And if you want to tie up your laces and get out here this weekend, you still have time to sign up today at the River Center. And new this year, all active military members and reservists can sign up and register for the race for free. Reporting live in downtown Davenport, Ashley Richmond, CBS4 News This Morning.
Thank you, Ashley. Tens of thousands of people flock to Davenport every year to run in the BICS 7 road race, but it's not just the workout people are after. As Natalie Zeroni shows us, it's also one of the biggest weekends for Davenport bars and restaurants.
Businesses old and new are expecting big crowds starting today and have spent the past few days gearing up for one of their biggest money-making weekends of the year.
I started on paperwork and stuff on this in early May.
It's me and Billy's first time being open for the BICS. For staff working at the bar and restaurant, that means the past few days have involved a lot of prep work and training for the weekend.
Probably got at least 16, maybe 20 extra people that will be working over the weekends.
But the owner of Kilkenny's and the Carriage House is an old pro at preparing for the BICS. Andy Link spent the day helping put up this tent where bands will play and making sure his beer and liquor orders are ready.
I'd say it's 4 or 5 times what we normally spend in a weekend.
One of the owners at Mac's Tavern next door says the feel of the BICS is similar to St. Patrick's Day.
A lot less preparation for St. Patrick's Day, but just as much chaos.
And those getting an early start say they're ready for the fun-filled weekend.
Just looking forward to the outdoor concerts and stuff like that.
It's a great time just to see people we haven't seen in a while.
There's a lot of people. It's just a lot of fun, everything that's going on around here.
The junior BICS starts tonight at 6 and the actual BICS 7 starts Saturday at 8 a.m. Natalie Zeroni, CBS4 News This Morning.
Thanks, Natalie. Runners tackled the infamous Brady Street Hill last night. The Battle Up Brady kicks off the 40th annual BICS 7 weekend, much shorter than Saturday's 7-mile race. Last night's quarter-mile sprint still tests runners' endurance as well as their physical and mental strength.
Giving my all today. I'm excited because my family's gonna come here and watch me, so it's my first event. Just something fun today. I haven't really done anything this summer, so this is really probably the first thing I'll be able to have fun with.
There were also cash prizes for last night's top winners. And tonight, approximately 600 elementary students will take part in the annual Brady Street Stadium Games. Students from the Davenport Community Schools Stepping Stones program will compete in a number of activities, including running, an obstacle course, shoe tying, and much more. Groups of students will rotate through the activities, many of which are timed events. Students receive ribbons for their participation, while first, second, and third place winners will receive a trophy. Good morning, Anthony. Well, if all that isn't motivating enough to get you out to do something, I don't know what will be.
You know, they looked like they were very inspired there.
Yeah, lots of folks getting out and getting active this weekend in the Quad Cities.
And you know, Sunday will probably be a better day for that because we're going to have a lot of heat and humidity on Saturday. While Saturday will feature some dry hours, we could also see some strong storms move through Saturday evening into Saturday night, especially across the south. Now out there this morning, we do have rain pushing into the area. Right now it's closing in on the Quad Cities where you see the lighter shades of green, and the green, that's where light to moderate rain is now falling. The yellows, that's where the heaviest rain is falling. And over here just to the west of Iowa City there, east of Des Moines, that's where the heavier storms are falling that may even feature a little bit of small hail. Now, moderate to heavy rain now falling just to the north of Tipton over toward Clarence, just between Swisher and Cedar Rapids. And to the east, we have some moderate to heavy rain falling across the area from DeWitt to Del Mar over toward Clinton, and some heavy showers near Prophetstown over toward Sterling and Rock Falls. Now this morning, we have been watching these storms develop over southern Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, and move across the state. So now they're closing in on us. Now notice also that the reds will start to fade away because the air is a little bit more stable across the Quad Cities, and so it's encountering that drier, stable air. And these storms will collapse a little bit, even though we will see some heavy downpours. And this afternoon, there is some sunshine coming in. We may still have to dodge a random shower this afternoon, but it's mostly going to be a dry afternoon. 63, our current temperature. Winds are calm at this time, heading up to a high temperature of 80 degrees. Morning showers and storms giving way to a sun and cloud mix today. Could still see an isolated shower this afternoon or evening, but otherwise mostly a dry one, and south winds will be increasing at 15 to 25 miles per hour. So, you know, I guess if you have a lot of things to do, this might be the perfect time to get those showers to move through the area to kick off the weekend on a dry note for the most part.
So what are those hours that you think would be the best times to get that dry note?
This afternoon, I think once these showers move out of here this morning, I think they should be departing the area by 10, 11 o'clock, even in our eastern hometown. So basically from around noon to 5 o'clock, we should be rain-free. Now there could be a couple of isolated showers, but most of us will be dry though.
So lots of time to enjoy this Friday then.
Yes, and again, most of us will be dry this afternoon, but hopefully you're not going to be that unlucky one to have a rain shower unless you want it.
Well, if so, we'll just keep telling you, keep those umbrellas on hand. I have one in my car just in case.
Yeah, keep it on hand at least through Sunday, but then after that we have a few dry days coming up.
All right, sounds good. And this morning, our live guest shares a unique opportunity for local teens to find success without having to compete for a spot on a team. That's right after the break.
Stay with us. You're watching CBS4 News this morning. The time now is 6:09.
You're watching CBS4 News This Morning at 6 with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is CBS4 News This Morning.